Happy Marvel Superheroes MTG release day, everybody. My friends at Fetch TCG sent me a Play Booster box. We're going to crack it open here. You can see all of the pulls over on YouTube and all of the shorts here. So let's dig in and hopefully you get what you're looking for. I really want Squirrel Girl. So Fetch TCG is Australia and New Zealand's trusted marketplace, right? For One Piece, Pokemon, Riftbound, Magic the Gathering, and more. And they've just established themselves and they're looking to become sort of the premier online sort of singles purchasing, buy and sell platform, if you will. And so you will be seeing them more and more and more. They also have a phone app if you want to use that. So it's very convenient too. I just gotta be careful not to dox myself here. My address is all over this box and I did not think to remove it before we got into it. But here it is in all of its glory. The Marvel Superheroes Play Booster Box, thanks to Fetch TCG. Pretty happy to crack into this one actually, because I've been playing Magic the Gathering now since around 2010. So I started back with the Innistrad block with all the werewolves, the spirits, the vampires, all that sort of stuff. And I've been quite enjoying a lot of the Universes Beyond additions. I definitely got a big kick out of Lord of the Rings, but then again, who didn't? So I'm very much looking forward to The Hobbit as well. But Marvel Superheroes, I mean, I think in one way or another, we all really love our superheroes, whether it's DC, whether it's Marvel. I think there's a lot of love out there for them. And fun fact, right? So this is Wolverine, aka James Howlett, aka Logan. My name is Logan. So this is going to be the first pack I open. And it would actually be wild if I did pull a Wolverine from this pack. So let's see if we can make that happen here. How have your pulls been? What have you managed to get? I'm hoping to get a Squirrel Girl. I do have one already, but it's always good to get a couple more. My wife, she has a Squirrel deck as well. So Shield Deployment Drone, Murdoch's Crusade, Crimson Operative, Savage Land Dinosaur, I love dinosaurs, Kree Sentinel, Aerial Doombot, Hercules Prince of Power, because I'm a big mono green player myself. Grim Reaper, Speed, Madame Hydra. Now, do you say Madame or Madame? Madame or Madame Hydra? Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, and Trickster's Stratagem for that full art swamp and the villain token. So no Wolverine in that one, but not too shabby. We take those. The thing that I really like that they are doing with these now as well is that they are kind of going all in on the art treatment, right? So like this is an uncommon, but it gets the full art treatment. And there are many commons that actually get the full art treatment as well through the Marvel Superhero set. Now let me ask you this. Did you pull a Mind Stone? Okay, did you pull a Mind Stone? Because I am seeing next to like nobody pull these Mind Stones. They are so insanely rare. Even the normal little version. It's like, come on, can we please get some more? Because I didn't even get the Soul Stone from the Spider-Man set either. So I don't have Soul Stone, I don't have Mind Stone. I would very much like to get the Time Stone because that will be green and I'm a mono green player. The Thing, Ben Grimm, very mono green. And Storm, Wind Rider, pretty cool in Selesnya. Madame Hydra, so we got her again in foil. And land and token. Yeah, so obviously the headliners are just absolutely bonkers when it does come to those stones. A lot of people with a couple of bucks to burn, if you will definitely be trying to go for the master set, if you will. At least like each of the stones. Like they want to collect all the Infinity Stones and become, I guess, Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. I wonder if someone's going to do like a Yu-Gi-Oh board, right? Where like you can put all the cards on there and then come to a Magic the Gathering night. Moonstone. Now, Moonstone comes in one of the precons as well. Yeah, the Doom Prevails precons. Armor Wars, Frozen in Ice, very good in Limited. Hell's Kitchen, and another Soldier token. Now, my love of Marvel, I mean, my love of Marvel has kind of always been there, right? Because, again, my name is Logan and Wolverine's name is also Logan, or more accurately, his nickname. But it definitely kicked off when my wife expressed interest in watching the Marvel movies, and so we like ended up watching all of the Marvel movies together. And now it's kind of like a part of our thing, a part of what we do every so often. We'll just go through and do an entire rewatch of all of the Marvel movies on Netflix as well. Speaking of Iron Fist, Avengers Tower, really cool. I like that. Jennifer Walters. Oh, cool. That's a good hit there. We got the, watch this. All right, so Jennifer Walters, that's She-Hulk because you can flip her over. The sensational She-Hulk. Ooh, I like this one. I don't think we've got this one yet. So really, really happy with that hit. We're going to pop that one down there. We also got the Ruinous Wrecking Crew, Burnin' Zana Plaza, and a token. So that's our first big one. I like that. I would love to get a lot of the flippy ones. We've opened, I want to say, what we've opened 1.5 play boosters. We've got a couple of flips, so we haven't been doing too bad. Project Deathlock, Burrow Backup, Stolen. Now, Stolen Stark Tech's actually a sleeper of a card, right? So 2 mana flash equipment, which means you can play it at instant speed. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gains indestructible till end of turn. So it's like a temporary protection as well, and it gets +1. So it's definitely more about the protection than its offensive ability, but sometimes that one is all the difference you need. It's really, really strong in my opinion. And because you flash it in for 2, it equips straight away. You don't actually have to pay the equip cost on that particular one. The Masters of Evil, Rewrite History. Now, plans are actually really good. We, over in Midnight Mana, Fizz actually played a deck full of plans, and they were really, really good, actually. He triggered quite a lot of them. Fun fact about Invisible Woman, if you get the Fantastic Four together, it creates an infinite loop. Ant-Man, Colony Commander, Leader Super Genius, Madame Mask, Full Art Land, and a Soldier Token. All right, do we try and go for like the Logan? There it is, Logan triple pack. All right, we're gonna open the 3 Logans in a row in a second. Now, I personally prefer to cut or snip the tops of these booster packs. It's just nice and tidy and clean that way. So, Aim Scientists, Hero in Training, Decoy Ploy, Hawkeye's Bow. So there's a lot of conversation around Hawkeye's Bow. The Hawkeye's Bow and Seeker of Skybreak combo has won 3 out of 3 Pauper events online. So there's serious conversations around potentially banning either of these cards. Gavin has said he's going to be printing, or he, as in Wizards, will be printing a lot more of this kind of effective card. So they're actually considering banning Seeker of Skybreak from Pauper, because it's creating a very, very oppressive like turn 2 win condition as well. Super Strength, played that one. It's quite the green card. Oh, I'd love to see a Fantastic Car as well. I haven't pulled a Fantastic Car as of yet, and seeing a lot of hey, there it is, Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. There we go, beautiful. I was hoping to pull a Squirrel Girl. Oh, Winter Soldier, Icy Assassin. Hell yeah. Ooh, happy with that one. That can go in the pile. Decoy Ploy, Swamp, and Galactus. So for those of you who don't know, Galactus is in the Marvel superhero boxes. This one comes with Flying Trample. Whenever Galactus attacks, destroy target land. So for you, and the irony of a squirrel being on the other side is beautiful. For those of you who are not, for those of you who are Magic the Gathering coded, effectively annihilate, but it can only target lands. All right, let's go on the Logan triple pack here. We got pack number 1 of the Logan triple. Let me get that out. Take up the shield. I like that there's also a full art version of that. That's one of the commons I was talking about that has the full art. Panther Pounce in Limited is insane. 1 mana, target player investigates, target creature gets +1/+0, and gains flying till end of turn, and untap it. 1 mana instant. Like, that's just such a crazy turnaround. It's not even funny. Volcanic Villain, Call Damage Control. Love it. Aerial Doombot. I love that Doom got so much presence. Now, this is a bit of a sleeper mana dork. Yeah, he's 5 mana for a 3/6, but here's why. If you would put 1 or more counters on a permanent you control, put that many +1 of each of those kinds of counters on that permanent instead. So it's a Hardened Scales effect on a body. And tap, add X mana of any 1 color, where X is Doc Samson's power. So he's tapping for 3 mana immediately. But if you put him in a counter synergy deck like a Bant deck or a mono green or Simic, something like that, he will give you more mana every single turn. So really kind of sleeper card there. And I hope they reprint him in the future in like a really nice art version, because I'm definitely an art person myself. Ghost, Spectral Saboteur, and oh, the Vision! Oh my god, these play boosters are fantastic. Check this out. Okay, and we get Ironheart. Hello, nice. All right, pretty happy with that already. We got Winter Soldier, Vision, Jennifer Walters, the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. All right, here's Logan pack number 2. I'm just cutting it off the side there so the rubbish falls off screen. All right, there we go. Bold Biochemist. I thought it said Biomechanist. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Cruel Alliance, Rapid Rescue. This did some work. Fizz played that in our Commander box break, and he synergized it really, really well with a whole bunch of artifacts. Tiger, Feline Fury. I like the idea of that card. I just need to make it work. Crossbones. Spider-Man to the rescue. Agent Phil Coulson. Really strong, actually. Volcanic Villain. Forest, and a Token. And then the third of the Logans. Oh, look at that. We've lined up a... All right, you know what? I should do it on screen. We've lined up a third, the Scarlet Witches. 3 Scarlet Witches as well. Okay. Kree Commando. Hour of Defeat. I love the art as well. Like, that just looks so cool. Killmonger there. Just, yeah. Giant size. Hulk Smash. Yeah, Timmer. Savage Land Dinosaur. Futurist Forge, Surveillance Room. So, fun thing about Surveillance Room, when this land enters Surveil 1, that's it. It doesn't enter tapped or anything. Surveil 1, add 1 colorless mana, and then you can go 1 for 1 to add 1 of any mana color. So this is a Surveil that's color fixing. Like, this is a fantastic land. Okoye, Super Intelligence, Speedball, another Doc Samson, the Sentry. Okay, so the Sentry. Golden Guardian, 4 mana, Flying Vigilance, Indestructible on a 5/5 body, so pretty good. When the Sentry enters, target opponent creates the Void, a legendary 5/5 black horror villain creature token with flying, indestructible, and the Void attacks each combat if able. Oh, that's crazy, I love it. So if you've got a way to remove the Void straight away, then you're pretty solid. Asgardian Citadel, Leviathan, and food. I was wondering if the Void would be there, because the Void itself seems to be quite a rare token too. All right, the triple Scarlet Witches, the triple witches. I was fortunate enough to pull this version of Scarlet Witch, the all red with her name in the background, so I'm pretty chuffed with that. Cruel, Aim, Agent, Hydra, Serpent, Hyracrew, Herbie, Hercules, Loki, Grim Reaper, Castle Doom as the land as our rare. So Castle Doom, tap to add 1 colorless, tap to add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast an artifact spell. So that's obviously immediately going to be being played in a lot of the artifact decks that already exist. Sack an artifact, create a 3/3 colorless robot villain artifact creature token named Doombot, activate only as a sorcery. So not bad. Ooh, we got Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan too. Cool. She has one of these very special blue art treatment cards as well. As in, it's got like her name and a background and stuff. All right. Scarlet Witch pack number 2. If this lines up that's like a Black Panther under there as well, that's kind of going to be wild, because then it will have been 3 Wolverines into 3 Scarlet Witches into 3 Black Panthers. I know it's a simple card, right? It's a common card. It's a 2 sorcery, so, you know, people are probably going to overlook this, but I love the art. I love the art on this one. It's vividly Daredevil, right? Like the red, just stark contrast. And no, not Tony Stark. Hawkeye's Bow, another one. It is actually quite a common pull as well, so not too shabby. Go nuts. This is going to go in... I mean, you could probably be duped into thinking it should go into Squirrels, but it's really just a very, very classic green fight spell. Viv, I think we revealed that one a little early. Arnim Zola, Worlds Within Worlds, so that's in Simic. And then Red Room Recruit with Connive. So that's another thing, actually. Marvel Superheroes actually brought back a lot of older Magic the Gathering. There it is, look! 3 Black Panthers. So we had 3 Wolverines, 3 Scarlet Witches, and now 3 Black Panthers. I wonder if that's going to go through the whole box. But one thing that's really, really cool about Marvel Superheroes and what they've done is they've brought back some old Magic the Gathering mechanics as well. For example, Sneak on Electra, Connive on the Red Room Recruit, and there's a couple of others that I can't remember at the moment. They've also got Teamwork, which is really nice. I do like the idea behind Teamwork. Hawkeye, Young Avenger, Helicat, Undying Vigilante, Claw, Doom Reign Supreme. Oh, and the Coming of Galactus. Okay, that's not bad. So, Coming of Galactus, this is an enchantment saga. So, it's when it lands, it starts here. Destroy up to one target non-land permanent. Then, next turn, it ticks over to each opponent loses life. Each opponent loses two life. And then, step 4, create Galactus, a legendary 16/16 Black Elder alien creature token with flying trample. Whenever Galactus attacks, destroy target land. So, that was that token I was showing you a little bit earlier. And then we got the foil, Hour of Defeat, Los Diablos Missile Base, and a hero token. And on the other side, a robot villain. So you got villains and heroes. Cool. All right, let's start with our first of 3 Black Panthers here. Alrighty. It would be really, really cool, actually, to pull like a King T'Challa or something. But my wife was lucky enough. She pulled the foil comic King T'Challa. And we also pulled this version of King T'Challa, the sort of matte black with the name in the background. So we don't need another King T'Challa. It'd be nice to get something a little bit different. Another Frozen in Ice. Really good in Limited, that sort of stuff. Giant Growth. Kree Sentinel. White Widow. Free Agent. Madame Mask. White Tiger. Madame Hydra. Hey! Oh my god! This box is stacked! Black Widow Super Spy. Heck yeah, we haven't got that yet either. Oh, this box is great, actually. Thank you very much, Fetch TCG. Oh my goodness. I'll be getting some more, I think. Yeah. So this is Black Panther pack number 2. Numero duo? I don't know how you say it. Just number 2. Giant size flying Ant-Man. Ant-Man was funny. I love the movies. They actually do a really good job of the movies. This card's so funny. We say thee nay! Like, you can imagine Thor saying it, right? And it's a counter spell. Herbie Scout, US Agent, Truck Toss, Hellcat, Agent Maria Hill, Quicksilver. So I actually saw online that Quicksilver can do a lot of damage very, very quickly as well. He can turn 2 or turn 3 your opponents. So yeah, glad we got that one. There it is. Ah, it must be the way the box is built, right? So we just went 3 Logans, 3 Scarlets, 3 Black Panthers, and now we've got 3 Logans again in front of us. It's got to be the way that the boxes are laid out, I guess you could say. So Red Room Recruit with Connive. So Connive is one of those classic Magic the Gathering mechanics. Draw a card, then discard a card. If you discarded a non-land, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. So pretty cool. Oh, pardon me. Crowd of True Believers. Knights of Wundagore. I am Iron Man. Just that classic scene, you know. Vibranium Energy Daggers. Spider-Man to the rescue. Atuma, Atlantean Warlord. Oh, I haven't seen this one yet. 4/3/4. Other merfolk you control get +1/+1. Whenever one or more merfolk you control attack a player, draw a card. Nice, actually. That's a pretty strong effect. Another Maria Hill. Super Soldier Serum. Shield Spy Kit. Awesome. Okay. All right, let's start with Logan pack 1. Let's see if it is. Yeah, it must be. The box must be seated that way. Okay. So we had a little bit of like, ooh, different packs at the start, but now we're getting through it. And it's like, okay, it like goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, another Shield Spy Kit there. Another Red Room Recruit. Wakandan. Restorative Technique. Now, Restorative Technique is one that I'll be using a lot of. It has a lot of value. So it's 3 mana sorcery, so it's a bit slow. Target player gains 2 life, then searches their library for a basic land card, puts it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. So a little bit of ramp. Put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature. So that just has fantastic synergy with my mono green and my Bant deck. So I'm going to have to find room for that one, I think. Baxter Building, Super Intelligence, Red Hulk, Dark Deed. 2 at instant speed, -4/-4. That's pretty good. Ares, God of War, and Falcon Winged Wonder. Logan. It feels weird saying my name all the time. I'm like, why am I saying my own name? Okay, another red room. Burrow Backup. Bold Biochemist. Crimson Giant Growth. Just a classic green spell, that one. Lightning Strike, classic red spell. She-Hulk, Hex Magic. Gleaming Bastion, one of the new lands. Ooh, we got one of those. And it's the Beast Within. Hell yeah, we got one of the source materials. So the source materials, it's like the comic book pages or the comic book frame on a classic Magic the Gathering card. So this one is called Grim Fate, but within the universes, it's actually Beast Within. And this is a very, very classic green destroy or removal spell. And I think I only have one or two of them, and I don't have any special versions of the Beast Within. There's a Secret Lair, and there's a couple of Secret Lairs now in this one. So yeah, stoked to get that pulled. That's fantastic. Wrapped with that. And then the Ruinous Wrecking Crew as well. What a pack. That was, wait, was that 4? Gleaming Bastion, Grim Fate, Ruinous Wrecking Crew, and my foil was Hawkeye Master Hawksman? That was like 4 rares. That's, well, 3 rares and a mythic. That's crazy. Okay, that's actually a wild pack. Oh my god. Logan delivering the goods. Very nice. All right, cool. So Logan pack number 3. There we go. All right. Kingpins Enforcers, Hydra Troopers. Would love to get the Kingpin, actually. Has Orzhov, has Extort. Another one of those older Magic the Gathering mechanics. Dependable Quinjet, Patriot, Shield Wielder, Villainous Hideout, Hulkling, Burgeoning, Bruiser, Thirst for Knowledge. Arc Reactor is good. I like Arc Reactor. I'm actually very tempted to run that a bit. Quake, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., Stark Industries, and Wall. All right, so this is Scarlet Witch. I think this box has gone pretty well so far. I hope all your boxes are just as good. I definitely hope that you get the cards that you want, right? Because a lot of people are very, very excited for the Marvel set. It's bringing a lot of Marvel fans into Magic the Gathering, which I love, right? If it means I get more games with more people of Magic the Gathering, I'm all for it. Like, give it to me, you know? Falcon's Wing Harness, Shield, Helicarrier, Kang. Oh, another mythic, Kang the Conqueror. All right, we pop that one just over here then. And we got The Thing, Ben Grimm, and we got Plains and Villain. Nice. All right, we're not doing too bad. Not doing too bad at all, if I do say so myself. Don't worry, I will focus the camera at the end of all of this and we'll get a good look at all the really good big pulls. But for now, I really want to focus on the cards that we are pulling, which is why the focus is up here. Wakandan Hydra Infiltration, Shield Spy Kit, Super Suit. Honey, where's my super suit? The joke that will be heard a million times. Powerful Broker. There's a couple of them out there, actually. Powerful Brokers. Masters of Evil. Thor, God of Thunder. Another. This is like our 4th Thor, God of Thunder, actually. That's crazy. All right, do love that. Add that to the pile. Luke Cage, Power Man, Avengers, Hanger, and Hero. I'm going to move this pile over just a little bit so that we've got more room to expand the good pulls, so to speak, further to the left so they all stay in frame. And then the third Scarlet Witch. So yeah, if you've been watching along, you'll see that it seems that the boxes are set up in a certain way, at least in the art, so that you get like triple. So Frozen in Ice, Visions. Web Up is a great removal spell as well that you should run in limited if you get it. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. So it does give your opponents a chance to actually get back what you've exiled if they're able to remove that enchantment. Serpent Specialist, Aim, Synthoids, Killmonger, Scourge of Wakanda, Wiccan, Training Regimen, Dark Fortress, another one of those lands. So this is Rakdos, which is Swamp and Mountain. Cloak and Dagger, I think that's about our 4th or 5th one. Bold Biochemist, Stark Industries, a foil one this time, and Villain. All right, cool. So now we go to Le Black Panther. Black Panther's such a cool hero. So cool. All right, Burrow backup. Visions of Villainy, Kree Commandos, Trickster Stratagem, D Power. Good combat trick, that one. Pet Avengers. I am Iron Man. Iron Man. I am Iron Man and Iron Man. That makes sense. Claim the Kingdom. Super Skrull, really good 5-color commander as well. So Super Skrull has 3 black pips and 1 colorless pip at the top right. But his color identity is actually every single color because he's got the black pips at the top right, but then he's got 4 activated abilities in his text box here, being Plains, Forest, Mountain, and Island. So that makes him a 5-color identity, so he can actually be a 5-color commander, which is really, really cool. I think that's our 3rd or 4th one we've pulled of that one. And then Asgardian. So if we do want to play Super Skrull, we absolutely can. But the commanders that I want to build out of Marvel, I want to collect Marvel more than I want to play Marvel. So like these ones are the ones I want to collect, the cards with the names in the background. But I do want to play the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. So I've actually asked a friend to put together a deck around that one. Because normally I play in bracket 3. I've got 1 bracket 4. But I really, really want like a bespoke bracket 4 Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. Shield Flying Car. Because she's basically Krenko, but in green. And green has like a lot more token synergy, I want to say, than red. So I feel like it has a lot more chance to just go absolutely gangbusters. Rocks and Brutes. Agent of Atlas. Hydra. Blazing Crescendo. Atlantean Cavalry. Haven't actually got a Namor. Getting a Namor would be pretty cool. Black Widow Double Agent, Wonder Man, Spectral Saboteur, Dark Fortress. So that's like the full art version. Ooh, Armor Wars. Nice. We've got 2 rares in that pack. So because these are play boosters, it's more likely than not that you'll just get the 1 rare in these. So if you get like 2 rares, that's a pretty good pack. Why am I snipping it over there? There we go. Alrighty. Rocks on Brutes. So because of the basic land cycling, Rocks on Brutes actually can serve as pretty good mana fixing if you run like a 3, 4, 5 color deck as well. Machinesmith Automaton. Serpent Special, another Hawkeye's Bow. I think that's our 3rd one of the box. I say our because you who are watching here at home, you are also owning this box. Question mark. Kang. Oh, Monica Rambeau. Okay, so this is the 2-sided Monica Rambeau. We don't have her yet. So 3 mana, 3/3, Flying Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 till end of turn. Transform Monica Rambeau, activate only as sorcery. And then she flips into a 4/4 Flying Hexproof Prowess. So Hexproof means she can't be targeted by spells and abilities. Opponents' spells and abilities. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. So she'll get her Prowess trigger, but then every other creature you control will also get a +1/+1 counter. In Boros, not too bad. I think people will have some spicy cooks for her. Alrighty. Some packs are easier to open than others. Hydra Troopers, the greatest of them all. Aim Scientist, Repulsor Blast, Super Strength, Atlantean Cavalry, Surveillance Room, Iron Lad, Diverging Destiny, Villainous Hideout, Fantastic Mr. Reed. So the 4 Fantastic Fours all have like full art versions as well. Scientist, Supreme of Aim, and then Hiro Crew, Pym Technologies, and Soldier. So the thing is too, is that like, this is completely laced with like Marvel references everywhere, which sounds like I'm stating the obvious, right? But there's so many. And we've still got, so we've got 2 of the stones, so we've still got 4 more sets to go as well. So you just know that they've got a lot planned for the next 4 sets of Marvel. And I don't know for certain, but I think they're releasing a Marvel set per year kind of thing. But we don't know the 2027 schedule yet, so. But we should start to see teasers of that soon enough. Avengers Tower. Another Jennifer Walters. All right, cool. So that's actually the same Jennifer Walters as this one. So these two are the same mechanically. It's just that this one is the basic version and this one is sort of the nicer version, like art-wise. All right, let's go. We'll leave Logan till last. We started with Logan, we will end with Logan. So this is Black Panther on the artwork. Heroine training. Bold biochemist, kingpins and forces, Stark executive, damage control, Futurist Forge, Machine Smith automaton, Cat, that's good. Jessica Jones, cool. Private Eye, Viv Vision, Heroic Feast, Cruel Alliance. Okay, normal pack. Full Art Mountain and Soldier Token. Second last pack, we go to Scarlet Witch. Yeah. We just let that one go wherever it pleases. Hour of Defeat. Helicarrier Strike is good removal. Return this card from your graveyard to your hand. So, like, actually just immortal unless you exile a graveyard. Can be very, very frustrating. There was a similar card in Tarkir Dragonstorm Tarkir. And it just beat me into the ground because I had no way to stop it. It just kept coming back. Rewrite History, Political Triumph, Origins of the Avengers, Scry 2. You may put a hero creature card with mana value 3 or less from your hand onto the battlefield. If you don't draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Pretty good. Foil Viv, Pym Technologies, and a villain token. And lucky last, it is a Logan Play Booster. So these Play Booster boxes, they each come with 30 Play Boosters. Each Play Booster contains 14 cards. Yeah. All right. Oh, we got something full art in there. All right, happy with that. Ninja of the Hand. I love the contrast of the reds there. Wakandan Royal Guard, Gorilla. My God. There we go. So this is what I was talking about at the start, right? Is they're doing like proper full art treatments of common cards, which is just fantastic. Like I just love it. The more art, the better, please. Ronin Shadow Stalker, Quake Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., War Machine, Legacy of Iron. Oh, what a hit for the last pack! Captain America Super Soldier. Heck yeah. So 3, we don't have this at all. 3 mana, first strike, Captain America enters with a shield counter on him, which means he's indestructible. As long as Cap has a shield counter on him, you and other heroes you control have hexproof. For 3/2, oh, that's solid. What a hit. All right, that just goes smack bang in the middle there. Rapid Rescue, Forest, and Villain. All right, let's tidy this up. Let's get some focus here on all of these really, really nice mythics we've got down here. So give me 1 second. So these are all of our mythic hits that we got from our Play Booster box, thanks to Fetch TCG. I'll show you what they are now. This is Thor, God of Thunder. Flying, Thor enters exile target equipment, so could be like a Voltron commander. Thor, God of Thunder, pretty cool, that one there, I reckon. We also got Kang the Conqueror. So in blue, legendary creature human villain. Makes a lot of sense. Flying with power up as well. So power up, you can only activate once, and it reduces the cost by his mana cost if he entered this turn. So if you play that power up the same turn you played him, it reduces the cost of that power up by 4. So that 8 would go down to 4, but it's still a total of 8 combined. We also got Captain America Super Soldier. Pretty good. Don't have that at all. So really, really happy with that pull. We got Jennifer Walters. So she's a flippy dippy. She flips. The Sensational She-Hulk. And then Jennifer Walters. What's really cool about her is your opponents can't cast spells during your turn, no matter which side she's on. So can't complain about that. We've pulled 1 source material in the whole box, but it was a really good one in my opinion. It is the Beast Within, which is a fantastic green removal spell. We also got Monica Rambeau, right? So she's also a flippy card, much like Jennifer Walters. She becomes Photon, Living Light. So pretty pleased with that one. Now, not a mythic, but this is the one that I did want to pull. It is the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, because I will be building a deck around her. I already have a mono green deck, but I'm the mono green guy, and I wanted to build the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, so I will be building this. We also got a second Sensational She-Hulk. We got the kind of full art, nice version there of the Sensational She-Hulk 2. So Jennifer Walters flips into the Sensational She-Hulk there. And then these are the ones I want to collect. I want to make sure I get all of these ones, right? The ones, I forget the style of it, but they actually have the name of the hero in the background, or the villain. So this is Black Widow Super Spy. Didn't have that one at all. Also got Vision. So you can see he's got that green background with Vision in the background. Really, really nice. And then also got Winter Soldier. So had some actual banger luck with this Play Booster box. And they will go very, very nicely in my collection. I might even build some decks around these. I know I wanted to build Squirrel Girl, but I think some of these just look so good that they deserve it. So that was the Play Booster box supplied by Fetch TCG. A massive thank you to those guys. Make sure you check them out for all of your buying and selling needs in a safe online platform. They also have an app for your convenience, so get around them and support local businesses when and where you can. And I look forward to the next set. I mean, Marvel Superheroes is just out. It's got some fantastic cards in it, but the next set is The Hobbit. And we all know how Lord of the Rings went, so I'm really, really looking forward to The Hobbit. And I hope I'm able to bring some more Fetch TCG content to you with The Hobbit as well.